Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 201 of Dissonant Waves. We're turning back the
Hello.
clock and we're starting again.
Yeah, we've had a bit of interesting happenings to our recording space, I guess we'll call it. So we've decided to finally
Jesus Christ, that's a
one
loud
get a
car.
plane over to Dominic's house so we can airlift him some better mic, and two, set up I guess a more proper recording space on the same Discord that we've always been using, but more so we've actually kind of put ourselves into a position where it does feel like we're starting anew.
Yeah.
So episode 1, right? Janelle Monáe, Tism, Hot Flash, Heatwave. Yeah, let's go.
Anyway, the lesson is never shit talk Silverstein again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have some albums to talk about and an EP. That was a late edition.
Yes.
Me.
And also the Static Prawn risotto to talk about because it's fucking good risotto.
Oh, did I show you guys the pasta I made?
The what that you made?
You what now?
Pasta.
No, what's up?
I made like a damn good marinara sauce.
Ooh,
Toasting in general.
That's pretty good.
that's some lovely looking pasta. You got is that the basil leaves on top to garnish?
Yep.
That's incredible.
I would eat those leaves.
Me
Yeah,
too.
that's,
I ate them.
Is that meatballs that you've used in it though, or what is it?
Meatballs and sausage.
Ooh.
I thought marinara was something that you usually more use with seafood.
It is, but I like it's more of a meat sauce. It's a kind of
Yeah, sure.
the Italian American Sunday gravy.
Okay, that's a new one.
You've never heard Sunday gravy?
No, as an
And you're in
Italian,
Chicago.
as an Italian from Chicago, I've never heard of Sunday gravy.
Hold up.
Anyway,
This
we have
episode's-
stuff to this.
This episode's
Yeah.
not about
We got
Chicago;
stuff.
it's about New York, obviously.
Yeah.
Because I picked Barbra Streisand's "A Secret of Life," Partners Volume 2, her newest album. Ritz, you picked Ringlets' "The Lord Is My German Shepherd," Time for Walkies.
Which isn't New York, but it is New Zealand.
Everything's new
And
here.
they're from New Jersey.
Except for Fourth Wanderers, which these are not new albums and EPs, but they are. You said they're from New Jersey?
Yes.
So that works out. We got the Fourth Wanderers album, Tough Love. And before that, announced by Trix after the last recording, the Mahogany EP.
Yeah, I realized how short Tough Love was, and I'm like, oh, we can just tag on there for
Yeah.
EP.
Yeah, I think that's a fair choice, though. Anyway, Dominic, without any further ado, shall we get on to Barbra Streisand?
If you want to start there, let's start there. The Secret of Life
What
Partners.
a fucking wank.
Something about a wank?
Sorry, Dominic.
I mean, I like checking in on the older artists that are still out there making stuff, seeing how it's going. And we're not going to have many more
Hey, Monty.
recordings and albums from these people. It's nice to appreciate what there is. I mean,
Yeah.
we can judge it therein, but Barbra Streisand's been around since the 60s. Similar to Willie Nelson, who we covered 5 years ago, when it was like, oh, he's on his 70th album. That's amazing. And here he's put out 6 more since.
Yes.
Do you think this is a wank?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, the most interesting thing about it is that it exists. And it's not really that interesting that it exists.
I mean, in terms of what do you do when you reach this age of your career, this stage, and you've done everything, you've sang every
Hold
song.
up. Sorry, my cat is trying to knock over my TV.
Don't do that, Monty.
Don't
Come on,
do it,
Monty.
Monty. Come on.
Get out.
Continue.
Yeah.
Continue, Dominic, whilst Trix is having a do.
So what do you do 60 years in? You pair up with a bunch of other people and sing their songs or other songs from other people that either you sang before or you want to do a duet with, and just put it out. Why not?
Yeah.
Every time an artist says that they've broken up because they've done everything that they can with the band and don't want to continue on, and you go, but there's so much more that they could have done, and then you always wonder what happens to the artists that don't call it quits, that have done everything, and still go on. And that's your answer.
They do this.
Do this. This is well, it's interesting. What I guess in the sense that it's got a bunch of newer artists on it. I'll tell you, there's not a single feature on here that I think does a good job. I think it's all what's the least or the most offensive word that I can use?
You think no one here does a good job?
I don't think anyone does a job that's interesting enough or makes it worth listening to this.
I would.
Do the singers on this give good performances? Yeah, but some of them overdo it, and they don't come out as like. Which one? Ariana Grande does not fucking fit this one.
Oh no, the One Heart One Voice song is the worst one on the album.
Yeah, that's a good one. Of like the difference between Barbra Streisand and Ariana Grande on that is night and day, because one's meant for this type of music, and the other one isn't. The other one just sounds like they're just trying to be the standout moment of the song or something like that, instead of actually trying to make a good song. It's so oversung, it's annoying.
This is like one of those that's one of those random collaborations you see on like TV.
Yeah.
Like, here's these famous people, they're singing together. Do they know each other? Have they practiced before? Kind of, probably, but not very much.
And I could get in about like all the lyrics and stuff that you can actually make out from this and just how kind of egotistical it feels. But by the end of this, I was just glad it was over. I wanted to go into this with an open mind. I really did, and I understand that I couldn't because I don't care for this type of music. And Barbra Streisand has always been pretty fun to make fun.
I mean, you know what?
Literally the Streisand Effect.
Yes, that is very true. She is literally the namesake of the Streisand Effect. But for like 83 years old, I think she still does pretty good.
Yeah, her voice is still fine at 83. I won't deny that.
I think...
Doesn't make this a good listen.
There are some artists I think she does really well with, and some that are not there at all.
I really like the Sting duet.
I really like the Bob Dylan duet.
That's a good one too. Actually, I haven't really had a chance to get my take in here, so I will say that now. I actually kind of like this album.
I like this more than I expected to.
Yeah, and I like Barbra Streisand.
I'll compare this to, I guess, the other two ones that I can think of on the top of my head when it's come to the true legacy act that we've covered, Dominic. And when it's legacy act, it's usually picked by you. It's Huey Lewis in the News and Willie Nelson.
Sure.
Correct me if there's another one.
I mean, if you're talking modern stuff, no.
No. Yeah, that's what I am talking about. Personally, out of all those three, the Willie Nelson is the best. I don't think I've ever gone back to it, but it at least kind of felt like it was an album and not just a reason to add more streams on this. I mean, I could do an argument here comparing the streams of the newer Barbra Streisand stuff to the old stuff to kind of also justify why it just doesn't need to exist because no one's listening. Although technically it is more popular than the last one she put out, so
I thought it was doing pretty well as far as you can judge it.
I mean, if I gotta be truly honest, I think the fact that this is probably one of her worst performing albums and it's doing better than the Ringlets album is a crime of nature.
And of course, the ones that are the most popular is the fucking One Heart, One Voice and the Hosier one.
Yeah, and they're both just
right.
both the features on those. I mean, Mariah Carey's not that bad, but Ariana Grande and Hosier just
that one's the One Heart, One Voice is the laziest one. The one with Hosier is like they're both fine, but they sound like they're just singing like the song. Like there's nothing like compatible or chemistry with them.
Yeah,
and that's also my
honestly probably the best one that fits on this and the new ones is unsurprisingly is Lovey.
Yeah, the Lovey one I really like. Lovey one I really liked. My beef is,
and that's because adult contemporary kind of is what Lovey's kind of does.
And the song that's chosen, I think, works really well for both of them. Especially, you got the younger and the older generation looking back, and the song works for that. My beef is with the Paul McCartney one, where he sounds like Randy Newman.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Like that's a new one for old Paulie there. But again, I really like the Bob Dylan one. Having Bob Dylan do like a little crooning thing, I think really works. I think she matches him really well. Like, if there's any duet that has chemistry, I think it's those two.
I think in the
that
end, for
Bob
me
Dylan was
personally,
way cool.
I think personally, when I think about because I'm obviously very negative about this album.
Yes.
I gotta compare it to what I think is like. Is this in the worst though? It's like, well, no. In the end, its biggest crime is just being boring, which is still a pretty bad crime.
Its biggest crime is that it searches for a reason to exist, other than to again be like, oh, it's the new album. Like,
yeah,
like it's nice to hear Seal do something, but did I need to hear Seal do something? Yeah.
This is the vaguest residency of an album.
Yeah, that's probably the best description you can give.
I mean,
and it raises that question though for me personally, is what is the what ends up being the worst? Is it something in which there's a genuine attempt to do something that's completely crashed and just sounds awful? Is it something like this, which is well produced and yet so boring that it lack of anything good makes it worse than something that has a lot of bad?
I mean, I guess it depends. Since I found some things that were, I think, good, I can't fully be there with you on that one.
Yeah. Now, I don't think this will go down as one of the worst albums I've covered on the podcast. It's far from that.
I don't think I've really chosen.
King, baby.
I don't think I've really chosen like a bad album in a while. So
nah.
I don't seek to.
Yeah.
And this isn't a bad album, I'd say.
It's just one that...
And I'd be curious, though, still to think how I consider this at the end of the year, because I think this is probably one of the least amount of enjoyment I've had listening to an album from this year.
And that's a shame to me, because I wish I could impart my love of adult contemporary to you a little bit. Like I just
listen to Lorvie.
I just think
I'm not that big into her, but I think it's better.
I think there's something like nice and soothing about listening to some of these songs. That's just, some of them, when they're done right, sound just very silky, very smooth, very just floaty. When they're not done well, they kind of give generic Disney. And like the question is always, where is the generic Disney end and where is the actual good stuff begin?
Now, I want to say that being the fun cancel culture man that I am, I did look through Barbra Streisand's history to see if there was anything cancelable about her. And for the most part, she's got a pretty good track record. It's just the pro-Israel stuff that's the cancelable stuff.
I mean, yeah.
But everything else, she has had some pretty based moments in her life, like being on Richard Nixon's enemy list. I can report that.
Yeah, I can respect that.
I mean, she's been there for Israel from like the start, basically.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
There
not
is
great on that one, but not surprising.
Controversy noted, as they say. Though I've not seen anything, to my knowledge, that's been like super bad, I guess. But maybe I just didn't look hard enough.
This has to be one of the wildest things I can see on the Wikipedia one. In June 2020, she gifted George Floyd's daughter, Gianna Floyd, Disney shares.
I mean, those are pretty fucking...
That's a pretty good gift, but that's just a wild sentence to read.
Yeah.
That is in between a fundraising gala for the Israel Defense Force and ambassador for United 24 for Ukraine. That's in between those two on the Wikipedia page.
Well, no one's perfect. I'm not going to sit here and defend her politics on this. I don't agree with that.
I mean, you don't have to.
As I say, she has a pretty good track record outside of the Israel.
Yeah. And she's better. She's there's more to feeling okay with that than there is for like a Radiohead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, I love shitting on people.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, we know, Ritz.
The way you gleefully shit on Silverstein made it very clear.
Just wait till Silverstein 2 Electric Boogaloo comes out. Anyway, I don't have a favorite, but at least I do have a clear least favorite in the Ariana Grande feature.
Yeah. I really like the Very Thought of You cover with Bob Dylan. I think that is legitimately a really good duet with them. You know, I will have that in my rotation personally. The Lally one's pretty good as well. Everything else is just kind of like okay to like not feeling it. The Paul McCartney one, I'm just kind of disappointed by. Other than the One Heart One Voice, that's my least favorite for sure.
My favorite is the Sting one,
The Sting
and
one, yeah.
yeah, I quite like the Sting one. I can't explain why, but and I'd also like to point out that, as we know, Paul McCartney was in another band before Wings.
Yeah, Sting doesn't sound like Sting, so there is that.
Yeah.
His voice is deepened since The Police.
So I want to congratulate us three for going a full Barbra Streisand section without referencing the South Park episode.
Don't really know the South Park episode, if I'm going to be honest.
I'm not sure.
You don't know that one, Trix?
I'm not sure
It's
either.
the one where it's the one where they find an ancient artifact when they're on a school trip during like an archaeology thing, and Barbra Streisand gets it and connects it to another artifact, and she turns into Mecha Streisand, which is a giant robot version, and she's defeated by Robert Smith of The Cure.
Oh, here's a fun Wikipedia thing, Ritz. According to Streisand, her surname is pronounced with an S sound, like sand on the beach, not the Z sound often used. The Apple Voice digital assistant Siri originally pronounced her surname wrong, prompting Streisand to personally contact Apple CEO Tim Cook to complain about the pronunciation, which Apple soon corrected.
So
imagine having that power.
Yeah, most people I know, when they get their surnames pronounced wrong, usually just have another racist comment put at them.
Yep.
Lesson learned: if you don't want to be targeted that way, just become a famous adult contemporary singer.
I mean, she's always been
Oh, sorry. A famous adult contemporary singer. Thank you.
That's a true zinger right there. But hey, she's always been particular about her name. You know, she changed the spelling, did Barbara the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
This does not help any of my comments about this being a total wank.
I think she has a great voice. She's always had a great voice. I will definitely be on that train. Some of her performances are legendary, and she still holds
So
up.
I think we need to get Ritz into Barbra Streisand, is what we're hearing.
Yeah, I am into Barbra Streisand. That Duck Sauce song, it's fantastic.
So I guess we're gonna just watch all of her musicals, starting with Funny Girl, ending with Yentl.
Okay.
Barbra Streisand. So that was going to the only good Barbra Streisand related media.
All right. Anything anyone else has to say about Barbra?
Nah.
Okay. Well, let's flip on over to Fourth Wanderers.
All right. I
Mahogany.
picked Fourth Wanderers this week because they're finally releasing a new album. I never thought the day would come.
Trix has been in heat ever since 7 months was released.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I like
And
Psychedelic Beach Bunny.
It's like beautiful, sad music.
My
What
zing
did you
got
say, Dominic?
overtaken.
What?
I said I like Psychedelic Beach Bunny.
Oh, yeah. They're great.
Yeah, that's a good album.
Yeah.
All right, well, nah.
It kind of flows together for me. It's not super distinct. I think the EP was a little bit better about that.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've listened to the other Fourth Wanderers stuff as well, so like me comparing it to that is kind of hard, except to like Slop, which is still in my rotation.
Yeah.
When
was the last time we covered them? Let's take a look.
It's been a few years.
From memory, I don't think I was like. I think I was pretty warm
Episode
on
92.
their self-titled. Like I wasn't in love, but I did enjoy it, and I feel like I probably appreciate the sound on this one more if I've got my memory of everything right.
I can see
This one just
in that episode. It also
just had a
got
bit
pushed
more.
around a little bit because that was me covering your stuff and then you introducing us to Pup.
Yeah.
Here it has a little bit more room to breathe because it's just Barbra and Ringlets. But even then, I think there's a a subtlety, shall we say, that doesn't really bring it to the forefront very well.
No.
I don't think this is the type of sound that needs to be brought to the forefront, though, to be good. There's a genuine vibe going on with the instrumentation and the I guess, song structure behind that on it, which makes this... Yeah, it is a short album, only 26 minutes, but it's a pretty fucking easy and comforting listen.
Yeah.
Despite,
Yeah.
having some seemingly kind of depressive overtones to it.
And aside from their new album, we covered pretty much everything from them, except for their audio tree.
Yeah. And I'd also like to mention that this was kind of like one of those like albums for me that was like constantly in rotation for me when I was like really like in my manic depressive days.
Makes sense.
And even in a time where I'm not as depressed, it's interesting to me because some of the music that I listen to in these days I can't really listen to anymore. Like Horse Jumper of Love's self-titled is kind of like that for me. But
I
this
get
one's
that. I don't go back to Have a Nice Life unless I'm having a mental breakdown.
yeah. But this I can come back to and like focus on the guitars and how like beautiful and jangly they are. Like the last track on the EP. What was it called? Sipney.
Oh,
The EP I found for a bit more less interesting than the album, despite it still being good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I could agree with Dominic's take of just kind of blending in with the album. I think you could quite easily just take this as that's how I've kind of taken it, is that it's just kind of bonus tracks to the album, even though this is before it, obviously.
like we pretty much covered them in their eras, right? Like, so this is the first era. We've already covered the second era. And now we're kind of getting into the third era.
Trix is twiddling her thumbs, just like, come on, release the album.
Well, we also can talk about the guitarist's side project.
Okay. Yeah, so you did post that in the song a day that we're doing, which I think is the only thing you've posted in that, Trix.
Yeah, I've been busy.
Nah, it's all good.
I've been listening, but I haven't really been like having time to like find a song and post it.
For the reference to everybody, in the background here, we're trying to do a song a day thing where we just post a song. We don't review it or anything like that. It's just so, hey, let's go and listen to this. Just spend 3 minutes of your day doing it, and if we pick it later, that's like a good kind of introduction that we've had. Or in this case, yeah, a comparison, like the Ben special, I'm bricked up and crying you shared.
Yeah,
it's like one
which
of the
is
first
a bit more.
too.
It's a bit more electronic, from memory, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it was, but the instrumentation is still there, and it's interesting. But
I'd more compare Ben special to like Fan Club Wallet.
I did not listen to it actually.
Well, you could have just lied, Dominic.
Yeah, exactly. Fan Club Wallet. I totally agree.
Well, problem solved.
But we probably won't. We're probably gonna cover just the new album when it comes out.
Well, you got to pair an EP with it, as you've done every time.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I will cover the Ben special EP.
It's only fair.
As we can tell, you're still very much on the pre-save list. I mean, yeah, them announcing the comeback after what seemed like the band is done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we last covered Fourth Wanderers, we basically talked about how, like, the band's done.
Well, they were always on an indefinite hiatus, and that was, is that just them trying to make it sound nice, or is that a real thing?
Well, they stopped because of the singer's agoraphobia.
Yeah, talking about basically just having a panic disorder whenever touring is happening.
Yeah.
Super understandable, and hopefully this means that she's gotten better about it, kind of worked through some of those things.
And maybe they're not touring. They just
maybe they're just not touring. They're just putting out the music.
That's the Dr. Dog strategy.
I mean, is there any message in the album title the longer this goes on?
Maybe.
Let's see.
What are the track titles other than 7 Months and Bluff?
To Know Me, to Love Me, Call You Back, Honey, 7 Months, Spit, Springboard, Make Me, Barnard, Bluff, Don't Go Looking.
Huh.
And it's on Sub Pop as well, so that's still
I mean,
continuing.
worth keeping in mind as well with the Ben special stuff that you shared as well. That hasn't been active for that long. I mean, yeah, past Fourth Wanderer stage. It started in 2019, but
Yes. One of the last tweets from the Twitter account from Fourth Wanderers before they came back was shouting out the very special EP.
so I guess it was basically Fourth Wanderers was done, and this is the side project on that.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
very
Who
fair to
knows if it
do.
continues out of who knows if it continues now that Fourth Wanderers is back. Who knows if Fourth Wanderers continue?
Well, considering there's a couple 2025 singles, who knows?
Or is it something you can just kind of do on the side when there's some
Yeah.
songs that come to you that feel more like they're Ben special.
Yeah.
Good album, nice little extra tracks. I don't even if it didn't really bring much more to the conversation here. I think this isn't really an album where we talk about it for the sake of like dissecting it more as it is kind of like a warm up to the album that's coming out this year, which is fair.
Yeah.
There's just some
Favorites of
albums.
it.
There's just some albums that's harder to dissect because they just don't leave as much like gunk in your memory.
No, I think it's a good album, but it's not like a very like distinctive album.
Yeah, like I mostly remember the guitar tones and such.
A lot of the guitar riffs are etched into my brain, and as a result, the lyrics came along with it. But I've also probably listened to this album well over 100 times.
And that's fair. I've only heard it about 3 times.
All this being said, I don't really particularly have a least favorite of this, but I did like Fuck and I did like Television.
Television is a great closer.
I will say personally, I like the EP a little bit more over the album. From the EP, I think just overall EP was pretty good. No step down there. On the album, generally pretty good throughout. I liked Blondes Have More Fun. If I had to pick a least favorite, I'd probably say Television.
Really?
It's kind of like it's like one of those things where it's like, okay, we're rounding the bend. Here comes the last one, and it's like the longest one. And just sometimes just like, okay, we're sitting here for the finale.
I don't know. If there's a lot to dissect with their music, like if you sit down and like try and like picture it out, in like the notes, there's good counterpoint written, a lot of like polyrhythms and whatnot. Like this is fantastic nerd music that you can put on and like spur out to while other people also just enjoy it for being normal.
I've always thought about what if we did like an episode where we just went through everything track by track and listened to it and like we're actively talking about it.
That would be a good podcast.
That would be fun. I feel like we'd have to pick like one album we can all agree on for that though.
And then I'd have to cut out the song bits of the recording, but yes.
Yes.
Alright, well, anything else? Should we move over to Ringlets?
I guess just hit the frog.
Alright. Ringlets, a New Zealand-based kind of post-punky band. Discovered them when I went over to Auckland a bit ago. Went to a little mini festival that happened at night. I saw only 10 minutes of their set, but the crowd was fucking wild for it. It was really, really cool to see a local band there that had such a decent following. I moved over to go see the Empty Threats because I had members of Trine and used to have members of Swap Meet and stuff. And now I'm like, yeah, that's the band I kind of want to see in. Empty Threats are fucking great, so no regret in there. Except for when this album dropped, I was like, yeah, maybe I should have stayed and just watched the whole of Ringlets.
Maybe.
I was kind of offended when you just said just Ringlets, Dominic. This is
no,
potentially.
It's not just Ringlets. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, this is potentially album of the year material for me. This is a great ride from start to finish.
This isn't like top for me, but this might place like top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
There's
There's a ride
some
here.
really interesting, there's some really interesting moments lyrically and instrumentation wise, like the opener on there. She's gonna have to spank you.
Posh girl
Good
holds a
line,
lip.
and then just and the breakdown that happens at the end, only for it to go into probably one of the more casual tracks of the album, where the title comes from. The Lord is my German Shepherd. Time for Walkies.
Yes.
Yes.
We love a
Such a
good
good line.
BDSM band.
Yep.
Usually
The
it's
screaming that happens as a backing vocal at times throughout this album, or when it actually does get into its into the kind of the front light or whatever, the limelight, whatever the fucking is, at the end of Half an Idiot, just fucking impactful. Even probably my least favorite off this, Heavenly Will, is still quite a catchy song.
Yeah.
It's a good album.
I
like
mean,
this. This is great.
there's
Why
some
does this
like
have like no listeners?
there's some like Smiths riffing going on in this. There's some just different perspectives and like just styles happening. Like I really gotta give it to them for doing Hit the Frog. What a fucking song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's classic, like, you know, the album's getting on, and I'm kind of like just listening to it and kind of like not super engaging with it at a certain point because that's like the first time I'm just trying to get a feel for it. Then fucking Hit the Frog comes through, like, oh god, I have to pay attention again.
And I'm ashamed to admit I'd never heard the term "hit the frog" before, but apparently it is a popular saying around here in New Zealand.
Was it
Is
me?
it like with like a baseball bat or cricket bat, a la Beavis and Butthead?
With "hit the frog," it's
Yeah.
it's rhyming slang according to Google, but it's based off the rhyming saying of "hit the toad," so that's supposed to mean "hit the road,"
Interesting.
like fuck off.
Okay.
And what was yours saying that you were asking about Trix?
I was just making a frog baseball joke.
No, the saying you had the other day.
Oh, the feel it in your waters.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about
Not a
sayings.
common one.
Let's get them
yeah.
all out.
Not a common one here, but I've heard it before. Oh no, I might have
Yep.
just heard it over the internet.
I actually really liked Heavenly Wheel. I thought that was a really nice, calmer track, just kind of like keeping it going while not like
I
letting up.
didn't say I didn't like it. I just said it's my least favorite.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's still a good song.
Heavenly
Yeah.
Wheel.
Rolling Bonds and the Dissonant Codex starting off with the ask for me little, and I'll give you all that you ask in exchange for everything that you have. Great opening line. Street
Yeah.
Massage, the absolute highlight of this album.
It's pretty good.
Hits so fucking hard to have again a pretty soft chorus. Usually it's like a soft verse and a hard chorus, but it's the other way around, and yet that chorus just hits harder because of it. It's very, I guess, surprise to an artist like this. Like they're just hidden in Auckland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
think
it's kind of like, come on. This is a band that, yeah, maybe they shouldn't be world conquering yet, but like they should be on the verge of it, not hidden in the underground.
no, this makes me feel like they should be on the verge of it. If they can do like as good of a Smiths cover basically of their sound as they can do here, where I can listen to the sound without having to feel bad about Morrissey being around. Like that's what I want.
I just feel scared about Morrissey being around. What if he's in my closet?
Well, I'm sure he won't come out of there.
Movie, which also has the standout line of "Who wants to blow my trumpet? You look like you can work your way around a piece of brass."
That's a very good line. Yes.
I just love this album. It's got everything that's needed to be a pure panda to me. I love the contrasting sounds that go in on this, and the way that they just work feels so. It just feels so beautiful. The first 4 songs in here is an incredibly fucking strong run as well.
Mhm.
I do think it does start to lose a bit of its hit, admittedly, until "Hit the Frog" is another big standout on it. But just because it's lost some of its momentum doesn't mean it's lost all of it.
No.
it's still pretty solid middling that's happening into this, which is still doing some pretty interesting moments onto it. It's just that you can definitely tell there was some bigger standouts on this album.
Yeah.
My least favorite is the last one, this year's hottest movie, just because I feel like it gets back into that malaise just so quickly after Hit the Frog, kind of like wakes you up for a second. It's like,
I disagree.
No, never mind.
I mean, I think the slow part for this is in kind of rolling blunts onto Ancient Gaze, because sucking on a surly palate, whilst, yeah, I don't think it's as strong as Hit the Frog, or near it, still puts out quite a different style that's happening from this album as well. To a point, maybe it does stick out as like a sore thumb a bit. But again, that's still the quality of this album, is that even when it's got those flaws, it's still on a good track. And it hasn't, it's like, there's nothing that like ruins a track.
No.
It's for a band this kind of size and this nature, you would expect you to either get a really consistent album to a fault, or one that tries a lot of things but fails a lot of things. And it's neither. It tries a lot of things and succeeds at a lot of things.
Yes. I think they have the attention-grabbing title. They have the right kind of vibe for the image. The song variety and like songwriting is there. Like just the end of Street Massage. Punish her as you would your sickly mother. Servitude is an act of love like no other.
Yeah.
Monty.
It's one of the choruses of the year. Like, Street Massage is straight up potentially going to be a top 5 song for me by the end of this
Interesting.
year.
Okay.
I'm just fuck with it so hard.
See, the sad thing, though, is that if Morrissey lives to be 83, will he do that as a cover?
Probably not.
Morrissey could not write Street Massage.
No, he couldn't.
Because Street Massage is a song that is definitely caring about the public health sector, and I can't see Morrissey caring about anyone but him.
Yeah.
He'd probably think it was supporting whatever he fucking thinks. But anyway, I
like this album.
I like this album too. I think it's a little more uneven than my favorites so far this year, but definitely in the running for like top 10, top 5, somewhere in there.
Yeah, and this is basically a plea for me, for anyone who hasn't listened to this album, to go listen to this album. Like, there's enough artists or albums that are put up as a potential album of the year or anything like that, which, yes, is still underrated. Have at least got a following that's not just a very small nation, and hell, this is more like a city in that small nation.
Like, if nothing else, just Street Massage, Hit the Frog, just listen to one of those.
Yeah.
Just
pretty much.
Just that rush of Hit the Frog, where it's just like that nice guitar tone, and then it builds and builds and builds, and all of a sudden you're getting something else for a minute, and then you go back down. It's that classic contrast like you talk about, but where it's placed, it's such a welcome, warm, like, surprise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Favorites for me off this are Half an Idiot, Street Massage, Hit the Frog, and I'll give it to Posh Girl Holds a Whip as well. Least favorite is probably Heavenly Will. It might be Sucking on a Surly Palate as well. They're both still good songs, though.
A bit of a cheese sandwich for me, but I overall enjoyed it.
I like Posh Girl Holds a Whip. I like Street Massage. I like Heavenly Wheel. I like Hit the Frog. My least favorite's this year's hottest movie.
Well, with that, I think comes my easiest ranking of the year. Barbra Streisand at last, the EP second last, Fourth Wonders at second, and Ringlets at number 1.
All right. I'll go Babs on the bottom. Sorry, Babs. Then I will put For the Lord is my German Shepherd. It is not time for Walkies at 2, and at number 1.
Tough Love, huh? Or yeah, right.
Yeah.
You cut out there a little bit.
Yes.
All right.
Monty.
Okay, Monty, get your vote in. Let's go.
He's breakdancing behind my futon.
Good cat.
I'm gonna change it up here. I'm gonna put Tough Love at the bottom, then Mahogany. Not that I hate them, just that I genuinely enjoyed some of the songs off of The Secret of Life. So Barbara's in the middle. On top is The Lord's My German Shepherd, Time for Walkies. Well, it's just a great album and like a great title just to like put in people's just DMs. Like, here, listen to this. The fuck is this? Just listen to it.
All right. Well, I guess we got to go figure out what we're doing next week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me get my links ready. Otherwise,
Trix, do you have a pick?
I do have a pick.
okay.
Let me just double check. I got it pulled up. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, if you want to.
Go ahead.
Okay. I found this cool little like Japanese city pop kind of album. That's like
Ooh.
one continuous mix from being in an Uber ride one time. And I've thought for a while, this would be fun to put on the podcast. And so that's what I'm finally doing, putting it on the podcast.
Okay. What is it?
And hold up. It's got like a really clunky name. It's like Tokyo Victor 1980s, the alternate mix, boogie funk, and something else.
DJ Notoya Tokyo 1980s.
Yeah, it's
Victor
something that some
edition.
guy assembled, but it's good.
Yeah, it's an assembled playlist kind of, but that's fine. That's something different.
Yeah.
Victor
All
edition.
right, I'll go next if you want, Dominic.
The alternate. I'm just trying to figure out what the rest of the title is. The alternate mix.
Boogie.
Boogie.
And then there's a comma. Keeps going.
Oh god.
Keeps going.
Comma.
All right, we'll just say DJ No Tio.
Yes.
Funky.
You want me to go?
Oh, funk.
You want me to go next, Dominic?
Funk and
I'll never know.
Soul
modern.
from Japan. Modern soul from Japan.
Modern soul from Japan. There we go. Go ahead, Ritz.
I'll go next. Yes. All right. So first off, what I'm gonna pick for just the EP, a little alternative band from Melbourne, Sleeperzoid, Running with the Dogs. And for the next part that I'm gonna pick, there is an artist that we covered back when they released their debut album, at least under their name, which I can remember having probably about like a couple thousand listens at most on the project. And I was kind of shocked when I looked at the single that they released last year. Has kind of blown up a little bit, and they have now 25 million streams on the song, which is like, what the fuck? And it's Stomach Book out of all those artists.
Oh hell yeah!
And they have a new album with Goodnight Hypnopomp. So I guess we should kind of cover it.
Yeah. Okay, I got a couple things as well. About a year and a half ago, I started paying attention to another band I found on the Bandcamp, the Cherry Fog. They put out some singles. I'm like, this will probably be something. I'm gonna put a bookmark on this, buy these singles, and see if anything ever comes out of it. Well, it's a bit of time later, and it has indeed reaped a benefit. They have an album out. It is called Curious Creature. Also another single even after that called Look Out Below. So we're going to listen to both of those. Now, in addition to that, doing some other housekeeping for my sake, I would like to do the anniversary episode where we talk about 2019 and do a kind of a reassessment. With that in mind, I want to go back to something that I called my top album of 2019 and put it in the rotation and see how it stacks up.
Yep.
And that
Yep, what it's called, but I know what you're on about.
is the Health album, Grand Theft Auto Online Arena War soundtrack.
All right.
So we're going back to Health again because I want to cover this soundtrack. They also did a single for GTA 5 in general, High Pressure Dave, so I'm going to throw that in too.
There was a lot of artists that did a single specifically for GTA 5.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the album. So I'm just gonna link the album, but just the Health song is the one I wanna mention here.
Yeah.
All right.
So that gets us to the DJ Natoya Spotify City Pop playlist. Just From Japan, something.
It is like an actual published album, though. I would like
Is
to
it?
be clear.
Okay, it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Modern still from Japan. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Stomach Books, Goodnight, Hypnopoia.
Hypnopomp, isn't it?
Hypnopomp. I'm getting the DJ in the fucking soundbook confused. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And then Sleepazoids, Running with the Dogs, The Cherry Fog's Curious Creature, the Look Out Below single, Helt's GTA Online Arena War soundtrack, and their High Pressure Dave single, the GTA 5. That is going to do it for this episode. I'm coughing, I don't know why.
Dominic dies at the end. There's your spoiler.
Am I secretly sick somehow? Who knows? Or I just have allergies.
Maybe both.
In the meantime,
Yeah.
I've been Dominic. You can catch me on Blue Sky. There should be a link to my Blue Sky in the notes and the things, and any other links I think are relevant. I'm going to put there too.
All right.
I've been Ritalin. You can catch me sometimes. I don't know.
And I've been Trix, and you can catch me experiencing true joy for the first time in many years.
Congratulations.
I'm sure the Theragun is very lovely.
It is. That's like genuinely like buy a Theragun. Nice. Trix endorsement.
Is it better than the plug you bought for Rez?
Oh, 1,000%
that-
better.
That was a classic in Dissonant Waves lore. Thank fuck that's gone with the old server.
Yeah, the butt plug.
We have fun here. Well,
It might make a return.
all you gotta do is post it in chat again.
I won't post a photo of it, but I still have it.
I think I used
And
something
I
like
didn't
that
post.
for something.
I didn't. You did, and I didn't post like a photo of me using the butt plug.
Correct, you didn't.
I think this is the time for us to wrap up the episode before we get into butt plug chat. We can leave that
And
for
I'm
the
the
Patreon.
Trix. You can catch me plugged up in a kitchen.
All right, everybody.
You just cut it
You
down.
can catch Trix on OnlyFans.
Just pictures of me cooking chili in the nude tastefully, and the recipes are also included.
And that's the
She
evolution,
does
I
not
think,
ask
from your
for
original
any
idea.
money. This is all passion.
Wasn't your original idea
Yes.
just to do sandwiches you made?
Yeah.
Look how far we've come.
You ever see that there were the fights and someone who was an OnlyFans creator was trying to say that another OnlyFans woman creator was like, "Oh, you're setting back women." It's like, you're both just porn stars. Just no one is setting back women here. It is
Arguably both empowering women.
Porn can do a lot of things, and things that are porn adjacent could do even more things.
But my main point
We
here
are
is that
generally pro porn on Dissonant Waves here.
Yes.
I think that the OnlyFans situation with the creators is such a shit show that Trix, your sandwich chat might actually get top 10.
Yeah.
It's crazy enough to work at this point.
It is.
And with that,
I need to become a sandwich influencer.
I mean, you've tried many things to become an influencer. Eating hot dogs. Wasn't it Frank's Red Hots you were trying to tweet at?
Yeah, I was trying to. I was doing a bit. I didn't really do anything for fame. I just did it for bits.
Well, time to go full fame.
Yeah, and just like chase the sponsorships from sandwich guys.
And with that, I think we'll leave it off here.
Yeah.
Good luck. Be safe. Have fun, I guess.
Have a good sandwich.
Have a good sandwich. That's a good closer. Bye-bye.